Hello, and welcome to our second of two sessions of Tomorrow City. Tomorrow City is a new dieselpunk RPG from Osprey. It just came out I think last week or the week before. It just hit. I had nicely been given a review copy from Osprey, and I put it on the schedule to try it out. I had run Hard City, also by Nathan Russell, using the same system before, and I enjoyed it. So I wanted to give this one a chance. There's also Neon City Overdrive, which you'll hear us mention. My name is Lowell, again, pronouns he, him. This session is part of the Open Hearth Gaming Calendar, which is an online gaming club / community that you can find out more about at openhearthgaming.com is our website, and there'll be a link to that in the show notes. Hey, I've got like 1,000 gaming videos in my channel. So if you found this miraculously because you're hunting to find out what's up with Tomorrow City, know that there's a video for Hard City and Crescendo of Violence, also by Osprey, and like a lot of other games in my channel that you can go and check out. And while you're there, if you hate safety tools, be sure to leave me a nasty comment about how much you love safety tools because we use them in all these games. And I hope that that is something that you actually dig. We are using lines, veils. We are also using X card, open door policy, but to remind everybody what our lines and veils are established for the session. So lines on dental horror, homophobia, sexual assault, slavery, and torture. And then we have veils on eye injuries, harm to children, and sexual content. So our group had a little battle last time. Were able to solve the problem that their patron had put before them. Came back to the patron who set the task to them. There is a gentleman named Mr. Ratsebo, who has been working in one of the ministries, sort of covering over some activities being done by some revolutionaries to help out the populace. He has gotten caught, and he is in a holding facility, and he is going to be transported to the Ministry of Justice. You have been tasked with busting Mr. Ratsebo out, and you have decided on a plan, which I'll elaborate in a moment because I'm still just shivering thinking about it. You know the path of this dirigible. You know the path that this transport will take. You know that there are essentially two pilots and two guards, two badges there. That's the most you're expecting to be on board. It's a small transport. Uh, I don't know how much Dahlia has shared with the others. We'll maybe find out that. But there is a second prisoner aboard the transport that Dahlia would like to get out by the name of Asuna Prothero, who is an old not friend of Dahlia's. So the plan is you have an aircraft. Nova has a rocket pack with a parachute. Very, very, very important add-on there. And you are going to buzz the transport, get on board, get this person out, and then parachute onto a building or something. There's a little bit of a and then a miracle occurs bit of the plan that I'm waiting to maybe hear a little bit more about today. But that's sort of the gist of it as I understood it. Uh, Last time we had a chance for Nova and Dahlia to go and get outfitted a little bit to get the plane in the case of Dahlia. Let's take a moment to see Mo. You have a cred of 2, which means in the gear thing is you can get anything that costs essentially 2 or less, and essentially each time you buy something, it takes your cred down. So you can get a 2 cost item and a 1 cost item effectively for this. I think it's a little more involved with that, but that's the way I'm reading that. So I know you've got some gear. I didn't know if there might be some other things you'd want to buy, like a pistol or some other equipment for the heist that you think would be important. But let me start with you on that.
Yeah, I guess the parachute is zero cost, it
Yeah.
says, which so it seems like everyone having a parachute's not a bad idea considering what we're doing.
So,
And then
sorry, how? So Nova's taking the rocket pack to get on from the plane to the the Zeppelin. Are the rest of us taking?
I
Are the rest
I
of us meeting you on the roof? Like, what's the?
yeah, I think we're trying to get the Zeppelin down onto a rooftop,
Okay.
I think is the
I
plan.
I heard that. I also heard swinging a line over to the thing. There are a couple of different
But
things
like,
that I heard.
yeah,
But you're
it's
thinking, Bo,
we're
that
still gonna
you're gonna
we're
get a
not getting them all the
parachute.
way to the ground. Even if we're on a rooftop, a parachute's not
Okay.
a bad idea. But yeah, I think yeah, grappling hooks, parachutes, zip lines, those are all.
Okay. Yeah. So you can get
If you
uh
squint your eyes hard enough and picture all of those things, that's our
yeah.
plan.
So you're gonna get a grappling gun.
Well, I was looking at go bags are listed down
Oh,
kind of at the end of items. And so like the break and enter kit seems pretty good because it's got an auto key, whatever that is, a grappling gun, and a punch key. So if we're
absolutely.
trying to like, so that seems like a good combination of things. And that's a cost one. So I guess that leaves me I could get some kind of either armor or weapon as my cost two item.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I need to look at.
Okay.
Probably no explosives, no. Nobody look at the explosives.
Well, I'm gonna let you chew on that for a moment. Cricket,
Yeah, yeah, let me pick.
Cricket, you want to get, I assume, a parachute as well.
Yes, that feels wise.
Okay. And like, what do you arm yourself? Like, is that your thing, or are you more getting personal armor, or are you getting cool
Yeah.
gear? What do you think you're getting?
Well, I it's a good question.
Hmm.
So okay. I think we're going to be in um close quarters with probably heavier armed folks. Um, so I think I, I might go with like a sawn-off shotgun maybe.
Okay.
Um,
That seems fair. What's your cred on your character?
that is a great question. My cred is 2.
Okay. So yeah, you
Um,
can get a sawed-off shotgun.
yep. Um, or maybe just a shotgun. I don't know that I need to conceal it.
Yeah, there
But
might be that. That might
I,
not
I,
be this.
yeah, I think we'll go with the sawn-off shotgun.
Okay.
And then I think for
And I do say you may want to conceal it just because whatever building you're going to enter, you may have to enter with that sawn-off shotgun. So,
fair,
yeah.
yes. Um, Now I know you said don't look at the explosives, but I'm looking at the explosives. And hear me out here.
Go on.
If the Zeppelin blows up, maybe there's less evidence of us having been there and then gone away. Like maybe it looks less like a sky heist and more like a Zeppelin accident. And then we get away relatively more scot-free.
I'm very excited by this idea.
Um, so to that end,
Hmm.
um, I think uh Well, I think maybe a demolitions charge? That feels like the right thing for this plan.
So yeah, I think those are the two things that you can get. Get yourself a demolitions charge, and you can get yourself a sawn-off shotgun.
And then we'll just have to hope I can get onto the Zeppelin without a grapple gun. Um,
We will have to see. Mo, have you made any choice there?
Yeah, I think I gotta go for the zap gun.
Okay. So yeah, you can absolutely get that zap gun near range. Fires off a little electro bolt. And sounds good. Nova, the rocket pack you got was kind of a bargain with your uh, friend. Uh, and is there anything else that you want gear wise? I can't hear you, strangely enough.
Hello?
There we go.
Now?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mic was just weird. So I bought a rocket pack, which was cost 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 cred. So does that mean I have 1 left?
So
Or-
you can buy a 3 cred item or something less, and a 1 cred item.
So you mean a 2 and a 1? I
yeah,
have
in
3.
addition, so you have the 2. You can also buy a 3 and another 1.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's
What?
exactly what it is. So basically for each, you've got, because you have 3 cred, you can buy an item that costs 3, an item that costs 2, and an item that costs 1.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
That's how I'm reading it. I may be completely wrong.
Wait, what?
Feels
Hold
like
up.
a lot.
Now, of course, Nova originally comes from high society, so Nova has a little more money than some of you.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Anything 3 cred. Anti-air rocket launcher. What even is that?
I think everyone should get gas masks because
might be-
I want to get sleep grenades.
I was looking at that too.
Yeah.
Does gas mask cost anything?
Cost 1.
Wait,
Yeah.
Dahlia, aren't you flying the plane?
Yeah, you could have you. It's a biplane.
Yeah,
You
I
can
guess.
throw grenades out of a plane. They did this in war.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Just have to get somebody to open those windows, or you'll have to shoot them out or something.
I'm gonna get a gas mask because I'm gonna be right up in there, I
Yes,
think.
you are.
Yeah. So that's 1. And then I can get another 3 item.
Yeah.
Time bomb.
Lots of explosives people are
That's kind of cool though. It could get us out of a jam.
it could.
Yeah, let's do it. Might as well.
Okay.
I'll get a time bomb.
So you've got a bomb, you got a gas mask, and you've got a rocket pack with a parachute on it.
Yeah.
Dahlia, you were saying you're going to get some sleep grenades.
I mean, this was my thinking for in the planning phase with the group. I'm like, all right, sleep grenades might take out the opposition, make them real easy to deal with. So I have 3 cred somehow. Probably because piracy. I don't know.
Yeah, ill-gotten gains.
Nice. Parachute is a 0 cred thing, so obviously I've got that since I'm
Yep.
flying a plane. That would be intelligent. Then I don't know. Like, yeah, I was thinking about the gas mask and the sleep grenades.
Okay.
They're both 1 cred each.
Yeah.
But now your cred thing confuses me. So
You could buy another thing.
okay. Another thing at 1 or
You
what?
could buy another thing at 3 or less.
That's crazy. Okay. Uh
This is what we call the quick read of the rules that I remember. because I don't want to pull the PDF up right now.
Fine. Works. Um, I mean, the plane has guns. We already arranged that.
I mean, just a combat vest never hurt.
Suppose.
You
Got.
know,
I've
it's
already
not as
got.
exciting as explosives.
I've
but-
already got a knife and like a fractal blade, always apparently. So I'm like, well, I don't need to buy a sword.
True.
That's just. Um, I guess just. What else can be?
Leather jacket. That would look sweet.
I already have a leather jacket.
Oh, okay.
That's aesthetics.
Okay.
Um, and flash grenades.
Okay.
And can like you just like share gear that you've gotten?
I would assume so. That makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah. If you want to hand that grenade off to somebody else.
All right.
All right. So this is the day sort of the operation that transport is happening this evening. Dahlia has gone off to get the plane, has made those arrangements. Uh, there are two things that I want to remind you about, and one question that's sort of like in the grand scheme of things, sort of still outstanding to me. One is to remind you that you are taking our person to a place on the rim side, so in a quite different part of town. That is called the Black Gull. You should deliver them there. You are not to be followed. So just remember that's another thing that is in consideration. The other thing is the sort of the question that is in my mind is like, and this may be a Mo question or a Cricket question, is what building are you setting up at? Like, what kind of place are you doing? How are you like making arrangements, casing the joint, doing prep? What do you think, Mo?
Right. I mean, it's got to be as close as possible to the route
Okay.
of the Zeppelin, because we don't want to, have to divert it to any further than necessary. It's got to have a, large enough, flat enough area that we can, you know, maneuver the Zeppelin onto it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that should give us a narrow down the candidates quite a bit.
Okay.
And then if we've got multiple possibilities, then it's whichever one we think we can get ourselves onto unnoticed, so that I guess onto and then escape from afterwards, I guess is also the
Yeah, that
the
did occur to
considerations.
me is the like the perhaps making arrangements for transport afterwards might be just a thought just put out there as a
Wait,
consideration.
wait.
Well,
I'm confused again. Are we landing the Zeppelin or are we like taking the people out of the Zeppelin with the parachutes? I remain confused about this plan, which does not feel great when we're like
I
gearing up to execute
yeah,
said plan.
we need to, I guess at some point we need to make it more concrete and then all get on the same page as far as what the hell is
Here's what
gonna
I have heard, and you can tell me if this fits with the vision that I've heard, that Nova and Dahlia, Nova and the rocket pack on the plane, Dahlia piloting the plane, are going to buzz the Zeppelin. And at that point, Nova is going to board the Zeppelin in some way, shape, or form. And Dahlia is going to, some way, shape, or form, get a grenade on board. And then Nova is going to overwhelm and force the dirigible down onto the chosen location where Cricket and Mo are waiting.
Okay, so Nova's taking on both badges by herself.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I didn't say it was a good plan, but this is the plan that I've
I think
heard.
Okay.
in my head, I guess in my head, forcing the Zeppelin down onto the building so that we could all Nova didn't have to take them all on
Okay.
her own.
So,
But having
That-
Nova with the she great
So,
to she can
if I
just
may,
be wherever she needs to be.
the reason for, say, the grappling gun and, well, the parachutes was, I thought, was that we were having a boarding party of more than one, and therefore I wasn't sure if we even needed to down the Zeppelin. I thought we were just going to exfiltrate whoever we needed off the Zeppelin post, like, get on the Zeppelin, get them, get off the Zeppelin, explode the Zeppelin, scurry away scot-free,
that
which
was
then
my
means we don't
understanding. Because
need as much of a building.
which is more dramatic? Like that's how I'm operating. Like, which is more fun? An actual like boarding in the boarding a Zeppelin in air or while it's landed?
I mean, I was looking forward to a taking advantage of my quick gymnastics and parkour in a flying leap from the wing of the biplane onto the Zeppelin. So like
that still works. Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think we definitely need at least more than just me on the Zeppelin.
okay. Because
Yeah.
if we're going with the board the Zeppelin, get people off the Zeppelin, then we might want more parachutes. Like we may need to
free, so
We're
right,
all-
but we need to
yeah.
figure out how to get they are bulky. If I was
that
reading
is
the
true.
text correctly.
That is correct.
So like having I can't carry
So-
3 of them and then leap onto the Zeppelin. That
Well,
probably won't work well.
So the beauty of a parachute is all you need is like an extra buckle that you can wrap around who you want to carry with you.
Ah, true. Okay, so we can tandem parachute. That's fine.
Yes.
Oh, so because I was picturing we were all just wearing our own parachute backpack thing. Do we
I think
only
we're gonna
need-
do that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I think the idea is if we have 2 board, so if Nova and Cricket board, take out the guards, perhaps with assistant, maybe Dahlia can drop her grenade in first to,
Sleep them.
soften them up.
Mhm.
Then we can each take one person that we're getting off the Zeppelin and parachute down with them. That's where the buckles
Oh,
come into play.
I
And
see.
then rendezvous with Mo on the ground, who has arranged transport so that
Right.
we can get to wherever we're going. Since it is across the city was a part that had escaped me in this earlier planning phase as well.
So, Mo, do you want to be on the ground with the transport, or are you going to use your grapple gun to also assist here?
I mean, Mo being on the ground sounds good to him. Not having any quickness or parkour abilities. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I can be arranging the escape.
We
all right.
assume we have
I don't know how we make a bunch of people parachuting out in the middle of the city suddenly disappear and but
Okay.
I mean,
Let's
maybe
play
they'll
to
be
find out.
Yes.
maybe they'll be
Yep.
distracted by the explosion of the Zeppelin, right?
Yeah.
Like we can.
If you'd like to see what the Zeppelin looks like, I have added a tab called Transport that has a picture of the schematic of the thing and what the dirigible actually looks like. We'll share
And those
this.
are doors on the side. It's not like
So-
it's not like an open gondola, right?
That is correct. So what we've got here is, you will see, I'm going to kind of screen share. We've got 2 gun sponsons on either side, cockpit up to the front, 2 doors, The only windows beyond the cockpit are these two on either side, back away, and there are two cells.
Okay, last week when you said like gondola, I'm like, oh, so it's suspended? Okay, it's not suspended. Gotcha.
And then direction is controlled by the thrust fans at the back.
I enjoy the name. Chubby Cherub. Mark IV.
So it seems to me like we have the beginnings of a plan. We talked about like having folks call scenes for their characters with other PCs or with NPCs. Dahlia, you had that as one of your stars and wishes from last time. So this is during the day. You've got the plane fueled up. You've checked it over. You've conferred with the others about the equipment. You have some time. Who do you want to have a scene with, and where do you think we're gonna do that scene?
I think Nova makes the most
Okay.
sense.
So where do you want to have that chat with Nova?
I don't know.
I was envisioning like it could be where you're keeping the plane.
Yeah, totally. The hangar, sure.
Yeah, the hangar. And I'd come in and be like, whoa, I haven't seen plane like this since the war.
Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore.
Yeah.
Whether
well,
that's good or bad, up in the air. Who knows?
it's probably good. It looks a lot like the one I fell out of, so.
Ah, yeah.
But I'll roll with the
Heck, yeah.
punches, I guess.
Hey, why do we fall? So we can get back up again.
In
I heard that, read that in a pulp once.
in a pulp?
Yeah, a pulp.
What are pulps?
Magazines, little stories.
Mm,
It's it's more of a low society thing than a high society thing.
I think some of my crewmates in the army were reading those. I don't know. Didn't really interest me.
Well, what did? I mean, to get your
It's-
mind off of the war.
I was gonna say staying alive, but
Yeah, that's obviously for most people, that's fair, but you had to do something in the downtime.
what did I do? Um, there was a punching bag. I I fought. I practiced fighting. Got real good at it. Um, yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Let me ask something before you go on, because we haven't really seen. We see this hangar. We see Dahlia there. What do those weapons, those hand things that you have, what do those look like? Nova, they're the those thumpers. What do you think they look like? Are they like boxing gloves? Are they like something that adds on? Like, how are you imagining those things?
I just imagine like in Arcane, what Vi has. Let's see what they look like again. They're kind of like,
I watched it, so I get this reference now.
oh, nice. Did you watch all of it?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's only
so
9
good.
episodes.
Yeah, they're like these gloves that are like made of metal parts and they kind of like let off steam when she's like punching.
Okay.
Um, they're very cool. I think they also kind of spark a bit.
Okay. What are they? Are they like shiny? Are they dull iron? Are they a couple of different metals? Like what does that look like?
I think they used to be shiny.
Okay.
They're all like they're super scuffed up and scratched now. Made up of like, yeah, different metals. They look a little scrappy.
Okay.
It wasn't like mass produced by a factory. I think someone made them for her. Or maybe I made them for myself.
Okay. I just want to get a sense of that as we're seeing the two of you talking here.
Yeah.
Staying alive is good. We will hopefully be doing that again today. You have parachute, right?
Sorry, what was that?
You have parachute, right? You packed it
Yep.
yourself?
Yes, yes. It's right here. But I also have a rocket pack just in case the parachute doesn't work. Yeah, it
That's
should be good.
facing your fears.
You can sort of see, like, I'm smiling, but my hands are shaking. And I think what's
Yeah,
happening is,
and she takes a hold of your metal mitt basically. I mean, I don't know if this helps, but we are a team. We are here for each other.
yeah. I mean, we've been through a lot now, so
It's okay to be worried. This is different than we normally do. I would prefer if Zeppelin was bigger, but we don't always get what we want.
yeah. Well, you also know what to say. I mean, so you see, like, her when she was shaking, the gloves were making like a rattling sound. It's like all the metal pieces shaking together, and so that sort of died down now. Yeah, we'll do our best. I hope we won't have to actually use our parachutes. Oh no, that's part of the plan, isn't it? So we're gonna be falling one way or another.
I
All
mean,
right.
yes.
I mentioned the rattling sound starts up a little bit again.
Yeah, I think it does. All right. Well, I'll trust you.
I'll catch you.
I trust you. Thanks, Dahlia.
Cricket. What are you doing during the day? Whose paths do you want to cross? What scene would you like to call here?
Hmm. I think I think Cricket is probably going to I think Cricket's going to be perhaps looking for Dahlia without trying to make it obvious that he's looking for Dahlia. And so I don't know if that would mean like stumbling across, like bumping into her as she's leaving the hangar, or
In a particularly inobvious way, like you just happen to be coming by kind of thing?
yeah.
Cricket. Have
Dahlia.
you come to give plane? I mean, you are a mechanic. Maybe you can improve some.
I mean,
You've got
would love
such an eye for detail.
well, I mean, thanks. I'd certainly love to take a look at it, but I'm sure whatever plane you picked out is got to be top notch. You wouldn't skimp on.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, don't I know it? Don't I know it? You're have you done this plane to plane type jump before? That
Oh, of course, many times. Bigger zeppelins usually.
yeah, I
Airships.
mean,
Sometimes some with hangars in them. Usually there's a place I can board.
I've done enough, I've been there's a lot of open air down what's the term that they use for the underside of the city? Underside?
I think it's the underside.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you know, there's plenty of open air down Underside, but doing it, uh, I don't know that I've ever quite done this kind of jump.
Well, if
Got
you're
any
nervous,
pointers?
maybe you could be co-pilot and I do the jump.
That seems like a maybe we both stick with what we're better at.
Of course. Nah, I kid.
Um, have you?
Pointers, I mean, don't look down.
Don't look down. Yeah.
It's simple. I mean, no matter what, you've got to just focus on the task at hand. That way you're not focusing on everything else that could go wrong.
Yeah. Focus is. I'll try not to get distracted. Probably best if I'm not poking around. Maybe it's better if I take a look at the plane, so I'm not too distracted by it later when we're actually flying.
Yeah, please. I would love for you to look at my undercarriage.
I think Cricket blushes just a little bit.
I don't even think planes have undercarriages, but
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. Cricket, you are a person who works with junk. So you can appreciate that this plane is not top of the line. It has a well-loved quality to it.
Now, I guess the question is there anything that I can see that is obviously falling apart that perhaps needs to be reinforced or otherwise,
Let's let's have you do a gadgeteer roll.
I was
All right.
gonna say, maybe this is part of that. I don't know if you get a boost. Is there a way you could attach Skyhook to this?
Yeah, we could probably figure something out for that.
That way I could catch you all while parachute.
You could spend a point of moxie to add that as a gadget, Cricket.
Sure.
Okay.
I did have a question. Did our Moxie reset between
No.
this or not? Yeah, okay, that's fine.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got 3 left.
Yeah. You're losing money not spending it.
That's right. Yeah, all right. So I like this. I like the idea of a skyhook.
And let's have you make a roll. I don't think there's any real danger to this, but I think a gadgeteer notice roll, maybe to let's see what the results are. Maybe.
All right. Not great.
Well, you should have one more die on there. Oh no. Yeah, you should have.
That's right. That's right. It's
more die.
okay. So I'll roll one. I'll roll a 1.
Okay.
Aha, there it is.
So there's a 6. So I think you can kind of rev a couple of things up, tighten some bolts. So that let's say that Dahlia, the first roll that you want to use that on, you can get a bonus die on. So just kind of keep in mind that like a tightened up tag that has been put into place. Cricket, what does it look like when you do this kind of mechanical stuff?
I mean, I think I think Cricket's sort of, kind of gets right in there. He's, poking his hands, just sort of reaching in and sort of feeling around, it's got a like, there's probably some, lying on his back, like crawling under. I think he comes out like very, very sort of dusty, like grease, grease all over his hands at this point. Probably some smut, it's like it's gotta clean some stuff out, rub, gets the grease on his hands all over his face, and like it's just but
And Dolly is enjoying the show.
Yeah, I think
Cricket, you're so dirty.
Am I? Oh yeah, man. I'm
He's good luck.
a little blush again.
Yeah, and you've got a skyhook attached now, Dahlia.
Nice.
Cricket's quite good at this. Does that feel like scene?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mo, what have you call a scene with PCs or NPCs or something you're doing? Like, what do we want to see here?
Yeah, I know with Nova and ending their scene saying, "Oh, okay, Dahlia, I trust you." I know that Mo's scene starts with him saying that he doesn't trust Dahlia.
Okay. So maybe you've
I don't
kind
know
of,
who it's with, who he's talking to though.
is it Nova? Is it Cricket? Which of those two?
Um, I think he's talking to Dahlia,
Oh, he's telling.
actually. Yeah, I think that's
So maybe it's like a little bit later in the afternoon, like you're at one of the coffee diners. It looks like we're out of an Edward Hopper painting, kind of you're seated there drinking. I think we come in from Dahlia, maybe looking off in the distance, remembering cricket, and what are you saying to Dahlia?
Dahlia. This this is not a crew of pirates that you're leading here.
We are literally doing piracy. Yeah, da.
I
So by definition,
I'm saying that's
it
the
is a
problem.
crew of pirates.
Yeah, well,
You've been look, I understand that we come from different pasts, but you've been working on the wrong side of the law for how long now?
yeah,
I just embraced it
it's not
earlier.
it's not the legality. You think that's what I'm worried about?
I don't know. You're the one that has the problem with me.
Uh, I'm worried about you dropping all our friends out of the sky and getting everyone killed.
And why are you worried about this? They are my friends too.
Because they're not a bunch of sky pirates who know how to do these things.
Well, you're the only one apparently not coming up to keep an eye on things.
Yeah.
So which of us needs to work on our teamwork?
All right. All right, fine. And then I just want to make sure that when we're plummeting out of the sky, you're close enough to hear me when I say I told you so.
Yeah.
I promise.
Okay.
You little faith that I won't catch you. Then she goes off in some Russian curses. I don't know that much Russian, so I only had one semester, and that was the cultural history. So
So Mo, like one of your things is this mastermind thing. So like what does a montage of your planning look like? Is it you going over plans? Is it you visualizing? Is it you on the street like like kind of checking out things? What do you think that is? Is it talking to people? How do we see you kind of preparing for that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he wants to go into this unless he has at least some idea of how it could all actually work out. Each step of it, you got to be ready to improvise on the fly. But yeah, he wants it mapped out for
We,
sure.
we see you checking out the holding building, walking the route, checking out the places, making sure you've got a couple of different vehicles on the ground at a couple of different places in case, if it goes down here, you can get to this vehicle, here you can get to that one, get, to the Ministry of Justice, you're checking that out, you're kind of timing how long it takes to get from one place to the other. Yeah, we'll see you getting prepared, and then packing your parachute. Nova, what about for you? What scene do you want to call? Who do you want to talk to?
I feel like had my scene with Dahlia. Um, what else would Nova be doing? I think she would just be like trying to take her mind off it by like literally just fighting, or not fighting, like practicing combat and stuff like that.
Are you in like an old time gym, or do you have like a fighting robot you're with that you're somewhere else? Like, what do we see for that vignette?
I like the idea that there's like a robot that I spar with.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What's the location? Is this like an illicit place? Is it somebody's setup for you? Is it the dive that you live in? Where are we?
Uh, yeah, it's where I live.
Okay. Got a
Yeah, I
couple of
just
rooms in a place, got some room to kind of set up a little bit of space for sparring.
mhm.
And you've got this robot. Is this like something from your past, like a nice robot from your family, or is this you know, pulled out of a garbage dump and had Cricket tinker with it kind of thing?
Yeah, I think it's like a robot that used to act as like sort of a butler for some rich family, but it malfunctioned, so they threw it away and I found it in a dumpster, asked Cricket to like sort of fix it up and make it more suitable as like a sparring partner. Um yeah.
So we got the kind of the old timey butler design to the body with the sprayed on suit and tie and some kind of
It's got like
arm,
boxing gloves.
yeah, boxing gloves and weird arm armatures there.
Yeah.
Uh, and of course it always addresses you. Will there be another round, milady?
Always.
And like, uh, you know, what is your fighting style now that we kind of get a chance to see? It was in the chaos of the thing before. Uh, you know, are you faster? Are you in there punching? Like, what do we see that's maybe different than we saw in the last fight? Probably get a better look at you now that you're at home. We don't not kind of covered up there. So what do we see that the audience goes, oh, interesting?
Um Yeah, I guess she wouldn't be wearing like that much. It was just like maybe a cloak. You can see her whole like head, and it's like her whole jaw, lower jaw is like metal. There's like basically the only pieces of her face that aren't metal are like maybe this eye and nose, just
Hmm.
this like section. The rest of it's all metal. And you can see like parts of like her back and stuff. It's like skin that's been like stitched into metal and it's like just looks very gruesome. And then, like it's very apparent why she wears a cloak and like covers up as much as she can. Um yeah, and she's basically like she's sparring with this robot and it's like really fast. Like it's almost a blur how fast she's like punching. Um yeah.
I think there'll be that bit when you kind of finally land that punch and there's like probably a spring head mechanism that'll pop up to show that you've landed, the final blow, and then you have to reset that. Will that be all, milady, or another round?
Oh, how long have you been going? It's,
1 hour and 58 minutes.
oh, it's no time at all.
Robot sighs. Very well then. I shall raise my dukes. And gets back into position. What's the robot's name?
Melvin.
Melvin.
Yeah.
All right, and I think then there's probably the sound of like the little clock alarm, the buzzer of that, where you know it's time for you to get your rocket pack, get everything, and head over to meet up with the crew and get ready to do that job. And we're gonna take our first break here. We're gonna take our 10-minute break, and then we will come back and launch this mission. So we'll see you back at 5 after the hour. So I think we cut to the plane, and it is coming in amongst the canyons of the skyscrapers of Tomorrow City. Various skylights, things like that kind of scan the skies. Various sort of lighthouses up here, and of course blinking lights, because there are aircraft and dirigibles that move around, and you are trying to look like you're part of the normal traffic, not draw any attention. Though on closer inspection, when someone sees, I know that this is a two-seater. So where is everybody relative to Dahlia, the pilot? Cricket, are you strapped to a wing?
Yeah, I think probably Cricket is strapped to a wing.
Okay. We'll get that sort of Crimson Skies double wing thing. You've got some support strut, and you've kind of tied yourself onto that. Have you ever done this before?
No, definitely not.
So this is completely new. It's colder than you thought. It is much colder, and you're flying along and you're seeing everything down below. When you're on the underside and look down, like it's too far to even make out anything down below. So height doesn't really enter into it. But this you have like a banana for scale. So you can sell how far it is in your mind that you will fall if you drop off of this. And Mo, I have the sense that you are on this plane as well. Are you in the back seat, or are you also strapped in on the other wing?
I guess maybe I've taken the back seat because I don't have a rocket pack.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
And no, so you are in there, kind of getting yourself settled in. How often have you flown?
This might be the first time.
Maybe the first time.
Flying as well.
It's louder and windier than you expected, and colder, and a longer way down, perhaps. And then so that means that Nova, you are on the opposite wing from Cricket, kind of settled in there. Are you standing up? Are you laying down? How do you picture yourself?
I'm like, so I looked up some pictures of biplanes, and like there's like 2 layers of wings, and they're held by like, I don't know, little poles.
Struts and support
Struts?
poles. Yeah.
Struts, cables.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nova is just like grabbing on to one of them, just like kind of like that. I imagine the plane's also kind of lopsided because she weighs so much more than Cricket.
Yeah. Dahlia is trying to compensate for
Mhm.
that, but there is a little bit of having to bank and fly. That is a problem when she does have to bank towards your wing side. She has to be very careful not to overcompensate. Uh, and like, what is flashing through your mind? Like, are you flashing back to the war? Are you focusing on good thoughts? What do you think you're imagining there?
I think, yeah, I'm trying not to think about the war, but obviously it's, intruding. And I'm just like, because I imagine Dahlia must have told me like, oh, just think this. Think about I don't know what you would have told me. Something about like the Russian countryside and like something pleasant that happened there. Like, oh, just think about like sheep on a hill or something. And I'll be like, all right, I'm thinking about the sheep. I'm thinking about the sheep. But every time like you sort of turn the plane where she's going down, she'll be like, Dahlia, no.
Dahlia, what in the process of getting them loaded on and taking off and getting into the air, what is the thing that perhaps told you more than anything else that this is not like your seasoned air pirate crew? The thing that Mo said, like what do you think it is?
Well, the moment Mo got in the co-pilot seat, she was like, really? Wait, okay. The master planner? But yeah, I mean, I'm like, all right, no. She goes up and she's making, all right, connect this belt harness to this loop. So, even if you slip, you've got more, a safety line. And it's just like, you know, baby steps, baby steps.
Baby steps for the mission that involves you flying next to.
That part's easy.
Okay.
Put my
So
goggles on.
yeah. We see the
Can't do
plane
that.
coming in. We see you get sight of the dirigible leaving from the air dock at the holding facility, and it takes off, and it is going along its route. And you want to catch it towards the middle, the furthest away from response from the prison
Mhm.
and from potentially the Ministry of Justice. So, Dahlia, I think the first check here is
Yeah.
getting everything like into position. So for the others, getting close
Hmm.
without alerting the crew on the dirigible that someone is in their air lane, because of course they have machine guns.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So tell me, let's look at the roll. What are we rolling here?
Well, pilot makes sense.
Okay. So windborne and
Windborne
pilot.
pilot, that's
Okay.
2 dice,
That's
right?
that is 2 dice right there, plus a base die. So
Oh, so that's 3 die already.
that's 3 dice.
Okay. Windborne pilot, not shooting. I think that's it.
Okay.
I mean, there's tightened up. Do
You want
we?
to go ahead and spend that bonus die now on this?
I mean, you just spend them before you roll, right?
Yeah.
So,
So that would be 4 dice you're rolling. I
yeah,
think this is danger 2.
yeah, that's
Okay.
fair.
So let's have you roll. Oh
Let's,
my
Wow.
God.
yeah.
Holy. For those of you at home, Dahlia has just rolled a success with 2 boons, unprecedented. So Dahlia, what have you done? Like how have you managed to shadow and not alert
So
the
basically, Dahlia's plan was they have guns, but they're underneath the balloon. So if we stay high into the rear, they can't really see us because they have a giant balloon above them.
hmm Yeah.
And
So
Dahlia's
you
plan is to like dip low so we can drop the two wing people off on top of the balloon, and then they would slide down with the safety lines of the lines that keep the balloon to the
uh-huh.
gondola.
Okay. So I think that one of the boons we can knock out to give them an extra die on their attempt. How does that sound? And then we'll figure out what the other boon is for slash Nova. Are you also diving off onto the balloon, or are you going to take your rocket pack? What's the plan here?
Oh, I think that's the plan. Just like get onto the balloon and slide down.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
Uh,
they could double side.
okay.
I guess there's only the one door on the one side, but
Well, let's do a
Right.
door on either
Oh.
side.
It is two
okay,
doors.
then
Oh, okay.
yeah, pincer attack.
Yeah.
So, Cricket, let's start with you because this is something that you're good at. Maybe not in these exact circumstances, but you're making a leap of faith, jumping off from here onto this to grab on. So I think this is I still think we're danger two.
Yep.
Does this feel like quick and gymnastics
Yep. So quick gymnastics, +1 for the boon.
and +1 base? So right now you're at 4 dice.
4. And I'm rolling with mastery.
That's right. So you get
Um,
to
so I
re-roll
get
one
what,
of
a
these
free
dice.
reroll?
Yeah.
All right.
So 4 against 2 and a reroll.
Okay. That's not much at all. Okay, so I guess I'll reroll. I guess it doesn't matter what I reroll.
Well, you could re-roll the opposing 5,
Can you
right?
can you
Yeah,
reroll?
you can reroll the opposition die too.
Oh yeah, that
There's,
seems like
it's a risk, but you know,
I mean, it's probably well,
the
let's
odds
see.
are in your favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that. All
Okay.
right.
And so let's have you roll another die.
I don't know what to write.
Just one action die.
Yeah. 2.
So 2. So that gives you a 5. So that
Yes.
is a mixed success there. So I think that you will land on here and I think that you find yourself sliding down faster than you would like. And I think when you kind of hit that and slide, you realize that you have managed to slide such that you know how the gondola is underneath,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like that. You are back a little further. You're going to have to climb
Okay.
and lower down. You hope to be able to kind of like come in right perfect, but instead, it's you're kind of taxing, a little exhausting, and you've got to move along. Uh, Mo, are you also jumping out?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't
But
think
you're
I'm doing
using the
much
grapple
good.
gun to
Yeah.
okay. So what is it? Let's look at the trademark you're using. You think this is maybe just
It's definitely
Wastelander?
definitely Wastelander.
So Wastelander, you get a bonus die that you also haven't picked one of your edges.
That's true. Well, I just got a gun. Let's go with shoot. That should help with the grappling gun
Okay.
as well.
Okay. So Wastelander shoot, base die and a bonus die. So you've got 4 there. And we're using the grappling gun as gear. So that's another die. So we'll give you 5
Oh.
against 2.
Okay. Um,
So that's a success. So You also jump off. There's maybe like a little post up on the top for the antenna on this balloon, and you will fire it off, snag the grapple, and take that jump off from here, reel it in, and land, and kind of start to come down the side that you want to. Perfect. And then Nova, you are also leaping off, not necessarily activating the rocket pack yet, or right?
No, not
Okay.
yet. I think I only get one extra die because of Scrapper. I don't think anything else I have will give me another one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So Scrapper, a bonus die from Dahlia's Excellence.
Oh, okay.
And the base die, so it's 3 against 2.
Partial.
Partial success. So I think you hit onto this thing, but you land and hit with a clang. There's a metal frame undercarriage on this, and when you hit, it reverberates. So the people down below have heard something. You've landed well, like you are on there perfect, but that kind of shake that has made them like, okay, what the hell was that? Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Dahlia, you still have a boon.
Yeah.
What do you want to use that for?
I guess to like blindside them to try to take out their guns. And wait, we know where the radio is. We want to try to take out the radio.
And how do you want to take out the radio room?
Um, I mean,
Are you firing
yes.
your machine guns at
Yes.
this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll see you swing the plane around,
Ooh.
come in, do your diving run. So you get a bonus die for your boon.
Mm-hmm. One to
And
do it, bonus die.
yep.
Then, shoot pilot or windborne pilot
Yeah.
or aberration tracker shoot. Either or works.
Either one. So that's 4 dice. I think still 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. I already used that tag, so I'll delete it.
Now I will point out before you roll.
Oh, well, I already rolled.
You already
So,
rolled.
sorry.
Okay.
What were you gonna point out?
Oh,
don't
I was
know.
going to point that you can always spend Moxie to invoke a second trademark to get yourself more dice.
Oh, whoops.
So you will fire that off, and of course blows out the wall. These are not particularly heavily armored. So you will blow out the wall of that radio room. But I think it's pretty flashy.
Yeah, look.
Like I think that people down below see this plane come by, and then there's an explosion out the side of this dirigible.
Mhm.
So you were hoping maybe a little bit more subtle, but it illuminates the night sky. So let's go to the reverse order. Nova, you've slid down, you made the jump, you slide down, hit. Are you throwing open the door? Are you punching through a window? How are you getting in there? What are you doing?
So I slide down. I'm at the door. The gun thing is right beside me then, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm just gonna punch that to
Okay.
destroy it, or
All
that's
right.
what I'm trying to do.
I think that's a roll to make there.
Okay. So that I get one for my thumpers and another one for brawl, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that like brawl and then plus the trademark?
Yeah, you go trademark
2?
and then brawl. So you get 2 for that, 1 die for the thumper. So you got 3
Cool.
right away.
Oh no, that's 3 3 extra, so I have
3
4
extra, so
now.
4 to 2.
Okay. Partial success.
So I think that you will absolutely punch the living shit out of this machine gun. But I think that you're trying to hold on as you do this. And I think that there is a bit where you kind of let go more than you want. And so you've broken this gun, but you are dangling from this gun. The barrel of it is bent. You've busted it up and you're hanging on. So you're going to have to kind of either reach over and try to smash in the window or try to reach over and pull that door open, but the machine gun is down. Dolly is not going to be threatened by it. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Let's come to Mo. You've slid down. You're on the other side from the side that Nova came down. Are you going in the window? Are you throwing open the door? There's the gunfire from the underside. Is the radio room got lit up?
I realize we've got the map.
I picture that you are on the south side.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I think if we could just go through the door,
Okay.
I'll go for that.
Throw open the door. You will jump in. There are 2 badges who are up, and like the radio room has been blown out, so they've been alerted to that. They heard that thumping, and the door comes open in midair, and they look, and what do you do?
I mean, I think I just point my zap gun at them and say, oh God, what do I say?
Ask for their ticket.
What's that?
Ask for their ticket. Like Indiana Jones.
Oh no, Mo's not quite Indiana Jones. I think he just says, okay, let's all just stay calm.
All right. So you might have gotten a drop on them, like
Mhm.
fully, but for the Nova kind of hitting hard and the radio thing going up. So I think they are on edge. But let's see if you can at least like get the drop on one of them right now, or maybe with the boon, get 2 of them. What do you want to roll this with to kind of uh,
Well,
intimidate them?
yeah. I mean, I think it's just wasteland or shoot again to just try to convince them to just get the gun on them before they can, get
Okay,
pointed
doing
back
that.
at me.
Absolutely. So let's have you. So that's Wastelander shoot.
Yep.
And a base die. So we're talking 3 dice. And do you think this is part of your plan? The I'm sorry, the mastermind only affects allies, not yourself. So
Yeah.
right now you're 3 dice on 2 because we got a couple of guys right there.
Sounds good.
So that is a mixed success. So I think that
Good.
are you shooting? Like if it looks like they're going to fire?
Yes, I'm thinking about because I could re-roll the 6, the what are they called? The danger dice? The danger die. The 6
Yeah.
on the danger die. I could re-roll that and have a pretty good chance of getting a full success.
And you'd re-roll that with?
How does that work? do you
So
You could just
One of your advantages usually does it.
Oh, okay.
he has one
That's what it
that
was.
gives a mastery to other people that are helping
Yeah.
out with the plan.
but you could spend Moxie to just bump the 6 down to a 5, right?
Yes,
Is
you
that
could.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I
that
could
works.
just spend a
yeah.
moxie. I haven't spent any moxie.
Okay.
I will spend a moxie.
Spend the Moxie. So
Yeah.
that will drop it down. It'll knock the 5 out, but it'll give you a full success there. So I think you can absolutely catch one of these badges. You know, the one who was probably more paying attention to the radio room being blown out, and wing him pretty heavy. He'll fall back between the seats, kind of, nursing his arm that's gone numb from the electroblast. What is that? What does that look like? Like, what does the electro gun look like?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine, yeah, you see the sparks,
Okay.
flying out, and
Just arc of lightning hits him, goes down. The other guy, falls to kind of get in position. So we've got one guy injured, another guy fresh. Whatever shot they took there, with their darts, did not land. Cricket, you're on the same side that Mo came down. So you have a couple of choices here. You're a little bit back than where you want. You could try to swing yourself over to go in that open door, or you could try and swing yourself down to kick in the window,
Hmm.
or you could go back and mess with the motor.
Let's see. Oh, so the windows are back there. Um, I think the wind swinging over and going in the door, I think is gonna play to Cricket's strengths. He's
Okay.
not a big boy smashing through windows generally. So yeah, I think he's gonna just sort of give himself a slight kickoff in one direction just to get some momentum, and then swing back over as he's kind of sliding down the underside, and hope to.
Absolutely. Then I think it's only danger one for you to get in through that open door. It is
All right.
still a risk.
Yep. So I've got quick, gymnastics, and 1 for doing it. So 3 and 1, I believe.
3 and 1.
And with mastery.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll re-roll the 5 again.
Okay.
Um,
Just don't roll a 5.
just don't roll a 5. I rolled a 5.
Whoa.
Do you have Moxie?
I do. I have 2 left. So yeah, I think we're gonna just spend 1. And we'll take the 5 that I had that got canceled and bump that up to a 6.
Very smart. Get the success out of that. What is it like? What almost goes wrong?
Yeah, so I think so he starts with the sort of, there's enough like slack in the lines that he can kind of get a little bit of a swing going to one side, and then swings to the other, but he's kind of, it's a pretty it's like a distance from where he was over, and I think he's just he overestimates, I guess, maybe the Zeppelin jostles to the side a little bit. Like, I don't know. There's the 2 badges and a pilot, or
So the
like
pilots are in the 2 pilots are in the pilot compartment, which
right.
is isolated from the rest of us. They're not seeing this, and they have probably locked the door.
Right. So I think basically there's like maybe there's a buffet of wind, and Cricket almost overshoots and just like, catches the door frame with a hand, and then sort of swings himself back up to kind of scramble in the door that way.
Absolutely. And you will kind of pull yourself in, looking. You can see that Mo has fired off. You can smell the ozone from the gun there. You don't see Nova Might be a little bit worried about that. But the two badges, you know, they're clearly hunkered down behind those seats right now. Dahlia.
Yeah, no, I see Nova.
You will realize that there is another aircraft in the area.
Dun, dun, dun.
No.
And you will see, kind of look and see coming, kind of dropping down, you will see a gyrocopter with its own skyhook on it. Essentially, there is a pilot and a
That's
guy who's tied onto the skyhook, and another guy with, you know, a little mount machine gun thing, and they are dropping down towards where you're at.
okay.
What do you want to
Alright.
do?
So I see Nova's hanging from a
Oh
gun
yeah,
arm. Yeah, I'm going to try and yeah, I'm gonna pull down underneath, throttle back when I get close to like level up and bring it so the upper wing is right underneath her feet so I can like support Nova.
absolutely. Do the wingtip to get Nova the leverage that she needs to get inside.
Yes.
I love it. I think that's a great plan.
It's
I'm
my
very
daughter.
excited
I need
for
to
it.
save her.
I think right now we're danger 3 because there is a well-armed gyrocopter coming in on your
It's just
6.
a gyrocopter. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. All
So
right.
what are we rolling here?
I think it's 3-3, right?
Yeah, that feels right to me.
Yeah, because this is just straight up piloting stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, yeah, right. What is and you said you can tag gear for stuff? I don't think
So
any of
if
the
you have a
gears.
if you have a particular gear that you're using to help you out here,
Yeah, I don't think so.
okay.
I don't think plane counts as a gear. That was
No.
its
No,
own
it is as
mission.
if no.
Hmm.
Your goggles.
Let's see.
So it's a partial success. So I think you will absolutely get Nova, like
Oh,
the
right.
support that
It
Nova
only
needs.
they only knock each other when they match.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's interesting. All right, yeah, I'm gonna leave the partial success then. Okay.
Okay. So you brace so that Nova can easily get inside, but there is that butter,
Yeah, totally.
and it will light up the tail of your plane.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the as some of the controlling guidelines and things get hit there. Roll me a d6.
Great.
So a 3. Uh, uh, so there's a short when that happens, and like there's a flash in front of you from the panel, Star Trek style, that blinds you right now. So that is essentially a negative condition you're going to have on your next attempt, is that you've gotten flashed.
Nice.
Nova, do you put your feet on the wing and use that? It's kind of scary.
Yeah. I feel like maybe even the machine gun like broke off, and like a second later Dahlia was there. So I kind of like just land on the wing and I'm like just surfing on it for a second.
Yeah.
And I'm still just saying to myself, like, just think about the sheep, the white fluffy sheep. I think I'm gonna try to, yeah, I guess the door is right there too. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
try to like open it while trying to balance on this wing.
Absolutely. Let's have you make that roll. The difficulty is not getting in. The difficulty is what position you're going to be in when you get inside.
Oh, okay. I
So
also don't.
danger 2.
Okay. I think just the scrapper will give me 1, and I
Yeah.
think that's it. Okay. Ooh, I failed. I'm gonna. Okay, so I can spend a moxie to re-roll 1 die. Is
Yes,
that
you
a thing?
may.
Okay. I guess I'll reroll that one.
Okay.
Oh no, I got another one.
That is another one. So that is what they call a botch.
So I can't spend any more Moxie, right? Or
I think you can only spend Moxie once on a particular roll.
okay.
Um, uh, that is my recollection of it. I think you can spend like if you could spend multiple to change die like a couple of pips, but I think you only get one spend on any particular thing. So I
Oh.
think when you roll in, you get inside, but that's just as one of these two badges pops up, and he is going to fire off this dart thing, and he catches you in a place that you still have flesh. Like, where does he hit? Is it part of your arm? Is it your back? Is it your face?
Yeah. Let's say it's my face, just like right here,
Okay.
right beside my nose.
It hits there. You feel it go in. You can feel it like hit there. You feel it in your teeth, like somebody's jabbed you with Novocaine there, and you realize that you are poisoned.
Oh no.
So please mark the poisoned condition.
So what will that do?
Basically, poisoned will make it particularly difficult to interact with others and concentrate on details. So you can fight, like you can go to instinct, but if you have to do anything more complicated, that's not great because your face is kind of going numb.
Okay.
And that will essentially act as an extra danger die.
Right.
So yeah, you come in, get pop. You will see, probably to your relief, that Mo and Cricket are both in here. Like they both made it. There's one badge that's clearly like has pops up. You see, he's got a burnt arm, and the other one that was clean that shot at you. Let's come to Mo. Mo, you see that happen. Nova gets in, swings in. You see that Dahlia's plane is right outside the door, and you hear some machine gun fire from outside. That, like, where did that coming from? And this guy has shot Nova.
Yeah. I guess poisoned is better than, yeah, inside the Zeppelin is better than falling outside the Zeppelin, but
Yes.
still not great. Well, I think I just need to take another shot at these. It's not a lot. There's lots of other things I'd like to do, but while being shot at by badges,
Yeah. Do you want to
it
try
makes it hard.
and tag the one that's up that you haven't hit, or do you want to tag the one that you already shot?
With the uninjured one is the one that just shot Nova,
that just
right?
shot Nova.
I guess I will take a shot at him.
Okay. Danger two, because he is up and has got this gun, this dart gun he's throwing around. Now, I want to ask Cricket. Cricket, what are you doing? Just so I have kind of a sense of the scene.
So I think having, gotten in the door and seeing the badges there, I think Cricket would have pulled the, swung the sawn off out from under his jacket or from, where it was slung over his back. And I think
You're also going to be taking a shot?
let's see. So Mo was taking, yeah. I think if Mo has, if it's looking like Mo is going to deal with the badge, Cricket
There are
may
two of
be.
them.
Oh, right, because one was only wounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think then Cricket is going to be trying to down another one.
Okay. So let's do Mo's shot first. I didn't know if you were going to do something that would affect Mo's
No,
shot.
I don't think so.
Let's do Mo. Let's have you take that shot.
Okay. Oh no.
So if you want a partial success, you could change that 5 to a 4.
Yeah, let's just burn through this moxie, I guess.
Absolutely. So that's a partial success. Again, I think you hit this guy in the side and he cries out, drops down. He's not fully out. You will see those 2 prison doors. They're 2 doors for the prisoners. You see one of them open. And you see this woman step out, and she goes, "Who the nerk are you guys?" And she's looking around like you're not the people she was expecting. Cricket, you gonna try to drop one of these 2?
I think so. Wait, did we know there was I thought there was a guy we were trying to pick up.
There is a guy. Who's
Okay.
this lady?
Yeah.
I don't remember Dahlia bothering to tell any of you about the other person.
It's almost like
Even
a member
though-
of our
oh,
crew can't be trusted.
Right. It's almost like I reminded her to tell you at the beginning, and then she didn't.
There was like an hour between that.
Yeah, I think I mean, I think Cricket's going to do a double take, but then is going to try and well, actually, so she's just walked out like
She's walked out like she's clearly come out of one of these cells.
Yeah,
you can
okay,
see she
so
drops the shackle she was wearing.
I think Cricket's gonna hesitate for a minute because his shotgun has to be reloaded. And I think he's going to try and like move to a point where he can cover both the lady and the
Oh, honey,
and the guard.
you don't want to do that. You don't want to start that with me, she says. She has this just lilt of a Russian accent there.
Look, we're I don't know who you are. We're just trying to get we got someone else we got to get off this plane. Like what?
Pew, pew, bullets firing past, I think, at this point. You've got bigger fish to fry. Coverish, come on.
What is the guard doing at this point?
The guards are like she doesn't have an obvious weapon.
Yeah.
But they are obviously freaked out that she's out. But there are 3 of you who have like are severely armed, so they're still facing towards you.
Okay. But I mean, I guess my question, like, are they actively shooting at us? Have they?
Oh,
like...
yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Then in that case, I am going to try and take one or the other of the guards out.
What do you want to roll that with?
Nova's like close to one. Is that having come in the other side?
Nova came in the door.
Yeah.
And got shot by the darts from
Right.
the things. So imagine essentially these cops are between seats, kind of jammed in there, firing from behind a little bit of cover.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, yes. So I'm going to be. I mean, it's a sawed-off shotgun. It does not have a lot of pinpoint precision here. So if
that is true.
If they are, I'm going to try.
What could go wrong though? Firing off the shotgun inside a dirigible.
Exactly. It's nothing. Clearly nothing. I'm going to use riffraff for that.
Okay.
I think this is probably not the first time that Cricket has fired a sawed-off shotgun. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use.
So a riffraff, base die. Do you want to use? Mo has given each of you a mastery die for use during the operation. You can use once. So I'm
Yeah.
just telling you that, and you decide that after you roll. You can use your mastery for that.
Okay.
So right now, it seems to me like unless you have something else that's getting added into this, you are rolling 2 dice versus 2 dice.
Okay. I guess that's what I'm rolling. Oof. Oof. Um. Ugh.
Do you want to re-roll?
You use the Moxie to make the
I
opposing 4 into a 3.
yeah. Well, or I could use mastery to do the same. Well, to hopefully do the same. We saw how well that worked last time.
It's in the tough spot when it's at a 4. I don't know.
Um.
What do you think? You've got
Yeah.
Moxie, you've got a mastery.
I think I'm gonna re-roll the
Okay.
4.
Yeah, I
Re-roll
mean,
the 4,
if you
and
have
I'm
the
not,
mastery,
Not my.
I'm not
Sorry,
going to
the
say
opposing 4.
absolutely, and I'm not going to say a word.
if you have the mastery, you might as well use the mastery as
Yeah.
well. I mean, because you can always use the Moxie anyway.
All right. Okay.
Look at
So that was
that.
1.
So you've got a partial success.
Yeah.
So I think that the other one pops up to take a shot at you. Uh, you will turn after this conversation with the woman. He's like trying to take advantage of the fact that you might be a little bit distracted. Pop up, and you will hit him. But I do think there is a hit from the dart, and you are going to mark a hit, one hit point.
Okay.
So kind of slams into there. Doesn't poison you, but does a little bit of that. I think we come back to Dahlia, right?
Checks out. All right, so I got a gyrocopter on me now.
Yes.
So rude. All right, I'm gonna, start trying to climb towards that, but I want to get on the radio. I'm like, I don't know. So it seems that we are to do battle in this air, but before we are to commence this, you should know who you face. As basically, I'm trying to you face Dahlia Ivanova, a former leader of the Flying Foxes Armada, and like she's going off in this. Now, I do not wish to end your lives this day, but I will. And if you know of me, you know that I will do this. So you have a chance to leave now and tell this tale of how you survived, or you could die.
I like it. Uh, is this pilot or charming?
I'm going with charming
Okay, charming. I will
with
give
my
you the
winning
die
smile
for
and
winning
diplomatic
smile
immunity.
and diplomatic immunity. So we're going for got 3 dice, 4 dice. Again, still danger 3 out here with these things on you.
For doing it.
Uh,
Charming. Isn't it 3 with mastery?
oh yeah, you're right. It's 3 plus mastery versus 3.
All right. I'm going to spend Moxie to add another die from another trademark.
Yeah.
Is it just a trademark die or a trademark plus a thing?
So let's say, and I think this is fair to go, I'm going to use my Windborn, and
Yes.
I'm showing off I'm a pilot, so you can get 2 dice from that if you spend the
Okay, so
Moxie.
it'd be 5 to 3 then with
Yeah.
mastery.
5
Gotcha.
to 3 with mastery.
Let's do it. Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Uh, I'm so. Oh, I have mastery, right?
Yeah.
So I
Or do you
want to
wanna
use that
reroll?
first. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, re-roll the 1, right? No, I want to re-roll. They're 6, I guess, or they're 4.
If you reroll, yeah,
Yeah.
reroll the
Because the
4.
6 doesn't affect me unless I have a 6, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So right now,
Right
have a
now, if you
4.
can roll anything but a 4,
Yes.
you will have a partial success.
Yes.
So right now you got a partial success that's a 4.
I'm good with that. Because I don't.
So I think that they will like go up and over to the other side of the dirigible. But you can tell that they're not backing off from this thing, and they're probably putting their people in place.
Hmm.
Does that seem like a fair result there? Like you wanted them to not shoot, not engage with you. They're going to try and get out of your way.
Well, I wanted them to retreat, but yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know how that works with a mixed success.
Yeah, mixed success. I think you get them off of your tail, but they're still in the mix. They're
Gotcha.
not directly trying to take you down at the
Okay.
moment, but they are going to be a threat for your friends here in a
Well, I
moment.
guess I should gotta shoot them down anyway.
Mo, we come back to you. There's one guy
Oh.
left, and there's this prisoner. You see that prisoner, like dive under the chairs, to get the gun of the badge that was just dropped. What do you do?
Great. But there's still one badge up.
There's one badge wounded, kind of tucked between those chairs, trying
Oh,
to do his duty.
Yeah. Um,
Do you want to have Nova go first?
um, Nova has to reload. I guess I will see if I can. I'll go for the badge
Okay.
again.
Take another shot as he pops up.
Yeah.
Okay. So Wastelander shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking 3 dice against 2.
Okay.
That is a partial success. So I think not unlike Cricket's shot there. He pops up. You tag him with that Volter. He falls back over the chairs, but I think he wings you. Mark a hit. Nova, you see 2 things you will notice here. One is both the badges are down. There's still the question of the pilots that have probably locked themselves in the compartment, but you see that there is this prisoner, not the one you were going for, who has secured a weapon, but then outside the door that's kind of open in the wind, there, you kind of look over and you see that there's a gyrocopter outside. What do you want to
Right.
do?
Okay. I'm going to, and our guy is still in his cell, right?
He's still locked in his cell.
I think I'm just gonna run over to that door and just close it so they can't shoot us through that door.
Okay. Absolutely. So I think a simple action to run over and do that.
Mhm.
Get that shut. I don't think that's a roll. Where do you want to be after that? Like I think that action, where do you want to move to?
Let's see, what is the thing?
Do you want to get up in the face of the prisoner? Do you want to get over to the door that of the cell that the prisoner you're looking for is in? Do you want to start pounding on the pilot's door?
I feel like I would be distracted by that person, the woman there, and be like, I shut the door. I'm like, who are you?
And she will say, my name is Sarah Prothero, and I think those are my people out there. So maybe you step away from that door.
Oh, so you can tell them to stop shooting?
I may be able to do that.
Do I have time to just like grab her and put her in the wind? Like, let's see, what does it look like? Yeah, so she's just outside her cell. Can I grab her and show her in the window and sort of
Interesting.
like,
So I think the move right now is going to be to a roll to grab her first. I think that's the first thing
okay.
here we're going to be dealing with. If you get a boon, then you can immediately turn and face plant her into the window. Does that seem
I don't want
fair?
to face plant her there, but
Yeah.
like my intention is that I want to have her in view of the people and
Yeah.
like basically make it clear it's like a hostage situation.
Absolutely. I think you want to get her. She is armed with the pistol she's picked up, but she's not in a great position because she kind of had to dive down and get that. She's just kind of popped up. So I think the danger is just a 1.
I have an additional danger from the poison though, right?
If you were trying to like talk or be particularly clever, I think grabbing someone is not affected by the poison.
Okay. Um, so I feel like Scrapper could be an action die.
That's
And
Scrapper, Brawl.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like a brawl. Okay, so
Uh,
3 against 1,
3 against 1.
partial success.
That is a partial success. So I think you will jump over and get a hold of her. Uh, uh, but you will hear the snick of something, and she will pull back, and you'll see a boot knife, and she will essentially drive that knife into your shin. So go ahead and mark a hit there. Kind of cuts off into your leg, and but you've got a hold of her. Seem fair?
Yep.
Okay. Cricket, you see that go down? Nova slams the door. There's that conversation. Then Nova is over there, got a hold of Prothero. They're kind of wrestling out. Your guy's still in the thing. There's clearly another vessel outside. The pilot's out front. Oh, what? This is all going to be very bad. What's going to happen? And you've got to like, hopefully nothing happens with the charges that you've got in the pack on your back.
Yeah, I think it looks like Nova's got Prothero handled mostly, so I think Cricket's gonna hurry over to the door with where the other prisoner is, and try and pick that lock.
So I think to get in there and get him free, like in a timely manner, is a check. Does that
Yep,
seem fair?
sure.
What do we want to roll that with?
So I'm feeling Gadgeteer.
Yep.
I think I also feel like Notice,
Yeah,
just from a, and then also I think that the equipment in my utility belt.
that seems fair. Give yourself another die for that. So
Right.
that's 4 dice. There's no
Can
immediate
I-
threat, so danger is 1.
Can you use more than one piece of gear? Because I would also hand you my auto key
Oh,
and my kit.
I think that's fair.
all right.
Okay. So
So-
5 on 1.
Uh-huh. Uh, hmm. Oh, well, I got 1 Moxie left, so I guess we can go up to a partial success there.
Change
Right?
the 3 to a 4.
3 to a 4, yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll do that.
So I think you will get that door open, get in there, get that and again, he's got the manacles, they're kind of magnetized down. You will get him the magnet thing removed, and the shackles should have then stopped and like fallen off, but it looks like they're stuck. And while he's free and you can move around with him, he's got these big, heavy manacles on right now that you're like trying to get to let go, and they are not. Does that feel like a fair mixed success?
Seems reasonable.
Okay. Dahlia.
Yeah, they moved to the other side. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm going to go up to like the height of the Zeppelin, and then like, just like they're not focusing on me. They're, clearly focused on something else currently.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when I'm gonna like grab one of my flash grenades and time it to like lob it right into their little, forget what they're called. It's not really a cockpit, but
It's a cockpit.
okay. I know it's like gyrocopters are open air, so
Yeah.
so it'll just land right between them,
Okay.
and that'll mess up their day.
So Windborne Pilot.
Yep.
Okay. Danger is
yeah.
a 2.
Okay, dangerous 2. 1, 2, 3, and do I have a mastery die from Mo?
You can use that. You can use that if you wish.
Yes, I will try to.
Now you can say that you're using it after you roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because I might not need it. I
Might
like
not
the
need it.
sound of that. Cool. Yeah, I'll go. I'll play these odds. I'm going to spend a moxie and make it a 6.
Make it a 6. So they are set there.
Yeah, they're focused on the side door.
And then you see one of them pointing at the window.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can see their person inside, and you see them kind of turning the machine gun like, okay, let's see what we can do here. And then that lands right in the middle. There's
They look down.
And poof, and then and of course, because you're flying and because it's a cinematic, I think immediately there is like a statue right there that this gyrocopter impacts into, and we'll see that explosion go up, and then we'll see the statue start to tip, and we'll see it start to fall off this building and go tumbling down towards the ground.
Subtle, clean, a subtle operation.
Yes.
They had their chance.
Let's go back to Nova first. Nova, you got a hold of this person. You kind of by the window. You didn't have a chance to exactly show, but they clearly saw her. You kind of wrestling there with her, and she's like, "My people are gonna," and then there's this flash. And then you see that gyrocopter go, and there's another flash of the explosion that comes in there, and she's like, maybe we can negotiate here.
Yeah, we'll see. We got some other stuff to do first. She's still in her manacles, right?
She's actually got her manacles off.
Oh, okay.
They're on the ground there.
Hey, someone who knows how to remove manacles could be useful right about now. Although they're just jammed, right? We unlocked the other ones.
Yeah, you've got he's freed, but he has the manacles on him right now. So he's just moving a little awkwardly, your person, Mr. Ratsebo.
I'm gonna take her knife from her. I feel like that would be easy for me to do.
That seems fair. Yeah, she's not resisting at this point. Kind of grab it out from the boot.
I'm gonna just like push her down onto a seat and be like, sit and stay. And then I'm gonna head over to the cockpit. Oh no, because we have the guy.
You have the guy.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to the others. What are we gonna do now? How do we get out of here?
I think the plan was for all of you to jump,
Yeah,
right?
The plan
Yeah.
is to strap
Strap
him
in
in, jump. Yeah. Do we need to get these manacles off of him in order to safely parachute away with him? Are they that heavy or?
I mean, they're good extra 15 pounds worth of metal, but they're not gonna undo your plans. They're just
Okay.
very awkward.
So, yeah, yeah, I want to talk to her. All right, why don't you explain to me who you are and why we should help you,
Says,
why
look,
we should take you with us.
look, I am a well-regarded, well-known, famous sky pirate. People love me. I have friends everywhere, and they will gladly reward you. There is already a high ticket operation to rescue me that has gone sadly south, but das wird auch nicht that.
Wait, so you're saying you're worth a lot of money?
I'm saying there are people who would pay you a great deal of money for my safety. Yes,
I mean, she looks pretty harmless without her knife.
I am. I'm just a sky pirate. There's no need to do it. I don't have a plane.
Sky pirate. Do you know Dahlia Ivanova?
See the blood drain from her face. Yes. Do you know Dahlia Ivanova?
Yes. She's
Man,
she's right out there. And I motioned to the window.
I see. I see. She is up from that chair, and you see her trying to hurdle the chairs, try to get to the emergency parachutes. And she is trying to get the hell out of here. Who who's acting? Who are you letting her go?
I'm really
Uh,
like, oh, sorry, you go.
Can I make a me with all of my moxie disappeared? Can I make a leap for her and
Absolutely.
try and tangle her up?
Okay, what do you want to roll that with?
Well, if I had moxie left, I'd use the notice for my gadgeteer to see her getting ready to go, and then the quick. But I don't, so we'll just do quick.
Quick gymnastics. So we got 3 dice against the danger of 2.
All right. There's a 6.
There is a 6. You will grab on her. She's just got a hold of the parachute, and essentially you grab her leg, and both of you go tumbling to the ground. And she is trying to kick you and get you off of her, but you've got a strong grip on her. Mo. You got your prisoner and got this sky pirate who's being kind of a pain.
Yeah.
Got Dolly outside. You've knocked a statue over into a city street, and so this has gotten a little louder, perhaps, than you wanted it to be.
Yeah, that wasn't in the master plan. Exactly. But
Fair enough. Someone else did that.
I guess let's strap this lady to Nova.
So you want to
Maybe
try and like
tie her up first.
tie her up and
Yeah.
okay.
Although the manacles didn't seem to hold her either, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Let's have you
It's
make
easier
a
to get out
roll.
of manacles
Yeah.
than Nova's grip, I
Yeah.
think.
I think there are cuffs from the badges here. If you grab those up, I think this is a pretty easy roll because Cricket succeeded and has her under control, but I think there's still some element of danger coming here. So 1 die for the danger. What are you rolling to
What
like
is this?
get her tangled up? Gumshoe?
Yeah, gumshoe.
Okay. So right now it feels like 2 dice unless you got a piece of equipment that you're using.
I don't. Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
2 against 1. So that is a partial success. So you will get her like secured for Nova. But I think you could tell that the pilots are turning the dirigible around, like they are lifting up and starting to change course here. And the platform that you're on, the floor that you're on, is starting to tilt here as they essentially raise the front with some gas release from the back and are moving around. Nova, actually, let me come back to Dahlia, and then I'll come to Nova. Dahlia, you've knocked the living crap out of those people.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they're getting back up.
Yeah,
It was pretty satisfying, though, right?
yeah. They were warned.
Yeah.
Phillips, moving, obviously I'm seeing the Zeppelin begin to turn, so I'm
Yeah,
moving to match speed with the one open door on the other side.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'd lower and then, all right, see.
You come around, the one door is open. Your people still haven't jumped. Why have they not jumped out yet?
I don't. What's taking them so long? It's only 2 people they need to rescue.
Nova.
Because Dahlia totally thought that she remembered told
Oh
them,
yeah,
but
absolutely. Nova. They've strapped Prothero to you, so that you can keep control of her. And I think Mo and Cricket are probably looking at you expectantly, like, all right, jump.
Do I see Dahlia there?
Dahlia's come around. You can see the plane out there. She's matching speed. She's trying to match the turn of this dirigible because right now it's getting a little steep in here.
Okay, so I think I'm just standing there at the door like, okay, here I go. I'm just like maybe a bit frozen. But I'm going to attempt the jump.
Absolutely.
I think, where are my things? I think just like scrapper, maybe.
Yeah, I think this is
Yeah.
a physical thing you're doing.
So just 2 action dice. How many
Just
danger
2 dice against 2 danger.
2. All right.
Do you have anything? Are you using the rocket pack?
Not yet because I haven't. Like, I'll use my rocket pack if I miss the landing.
So you jump out, and there is a little bit of struggle with this one. Dahlia, you see Nova jump out with Prothero.
oh, good, she
And
got her.
yeah. But Prothero is struggling a little bit, and she spins around, and when you let go of the chute, it wraps around you rather than releasing Nova. And now you are free falling towards the ground. So we'll come back to you in just 1 second here. Mo, you see Nova go out, has Prothero. Are you strapping the prisoner to you, or are you strapping it to Cricket?
Yeah, I'll strap him I'll strap him to me.
Okay, so you're strapping me. Cricket, are you waiting until after Mo goes with the prisoner, or are you following immediately behind Nova?
I will wait until Mo goes out with the prisoner.
Okay. Mo, let's have you make a roll. You've never done this before. You're
No.
jumping. No one's really told you when to pull a shoot. Maybe right away, maybe not right away. You're not sure. What do you want to roll that with?
Just Wastelander, I guess.
Okay. So that's 2 dice against 2.
Oh no.
Let me just take the pressure up.
You have 4 moxie. It's not a problem
I
for you.
do have
Oh.
Yeah, just
I
go
have
up.
2 left. I have 2 left. Yeah, I will
Okay.
have I'll spend a moxie. So what am I doing? I'm
So you want to re-roll?
changing my 3 to a 4?
4 would get
Is
give
that how it
partials.
works? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So Mo, you will jump and start to fall, and you look over and you're a ways away from Nova as you hit your chute, and you'll realize you'll see Nova like the chute entangled around her and the prisoner, and the complication is like she's too far away for you to like reach and help. I think with the mixed success.
Yeah.
Cricket, you look out, you see the pure white chute of Mo. You don't see the pure white sheet of Nova. Instead, you see some sort of fancy skydiving thing going on.
Yeah, I guess I was considering whether to try and rig the Zeppelin, but I think we've already made enough noise that it's perhaps obvious that not sure we're gonna cover up much. So yeah, I think Cricket's gonna take a flying leap out, and I guess try and die like try and aim in the direction of Nova so that if he can help her. If she does not get herself clear, he can help, and if she does,
So
he
you
can.
are trying to save Nova, right?
We're headed that direction. Yes,
Okay.
that's
So quick gymnastics.
gymnastics. Yep.
Anything else you think is
No, well, I mean, I've got a knife. I'm not sure that would help.
no, but I will let you use your parkour for
Okay.
mastery.
Yeah, parkour. Yeah, that's good. All right, so 3.
So 3 on. Let's not be too mean. Let's go with 2.
Okay, 3 and 2. All right. So I will re-roll the 4 because I
Okay.
have met that mastery. Oh yeah.
Look at that. Nova, this stupid person you're carrying, you're going to die because of them. You're getting ready to hit the rocket thing, and you feel Cricket grab onto you, and Cricket hits their chute. And it is this prisoner, Cricket, and you, who are about 3 crickets worth of weight, all coming down. So while the parachute is going down, it is going down perhaps a hair more rapidly than you would like. Are you good with that, Nova?
Yeah.
Because you could easily activate the rocket pack and not have to worry about hitting the
Is it
ground
my-
that
is it-
hard.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, back to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do the rocket pack.
Okay. What do you want to roll to do a controlled descent with this rocket pack and not catch Cricket, your parachute, or this prisoner on fire?
I don't think I have anything to help with that. The rocket pack would just give me 1 die,
I'll
right?
give you
Didn't-
1
wait.
die for that.
Wasn't the rocket pack like? Didn't you like integrate it? Wasn't that part
Yeah.
of the
So you
scene?
get to use broken.
So I was thinking, yeah, you could use broken. I don't know if you're The metal plates and screws that it's attached to.
But how would that help? Oh, I see, because it's like part of me.
Yeah,
Right, it's
you
part
of
know,
my
you
head.
you
got-
you,
yeah,
you
you got
very
better control.
specified
Ah.
that it was integrated. Yeah,
Right, right.
I'll say that. So broken metal plates and screws.
So that's
Uh,
4.
thing. So that's 4 dice against 2.
Can I use Moxie? Because I haven't
Yeah,
used any.
Don't you
So,
also get die when others help you?
yeah.
oh, so I have one more die
You could have had
if,
one
if
more die.
someone helps me.
Well, I mean, Cricket's literally helping you.
Okay, so I'll just roll 1.
Yeah, 5, 5, 5.
Oh,
6,
yeah.
5, 5, 5. Did you want to change that? Knock that danger die 6 to a 5, and
5.
then you would have a full success.
Yep.
Okay. What does that look like? You've got a hold of the prisoner. Cricket's got a hold of you. You've got this parachute. You've got that rocket pack. What do we see? And you make this landing in spite of all the odds
We're trying to land on the plane, right? Or
on the ground.
Yeah, I think
oh, on
Yeah,
the ground.
like,
Okay.
not pancaking.
The skyhook was, you know, a plan, but we had many plans.
Okay.
By this point, you're probably too low for me
what
to
was
get.
what was our like escape route? Like where were we trying to land?
Mo has a couple of cars in different
we've got
places.
vehicles.
Okay. So as we're like kind of falling, like I turn on my rocket pack, but at like such an angle that we actually fall even faster, and then I get my grips and sort of like it goes up. And then I'm able to sort of find my way to someplace on the ground that might be close to one of our vehicles.
Absolutely. It is a little loud. It is a
Yeah.
little pyrotechnic. People are staring, but you will do that sort of Rocketeer style, pull, spike the landing. Dahlia, you can see Mo, Cricket, Nova, they've all made it to the ground. They've got the prisoner. I assume we see you peel off.
I guess. I mean, like,
Gonna shadow them.
Mo's gonna give me flack for not skyhooking them when they never gave me a chance.
So you can tell that there are patrol craft launching into the air, Dahlia, as this goes on. Mo, Nova, Cricket, you can run to this car, load up into it, and then drive out into the night. Tell me, Dahlia, what do you do to keep pursuit down for them? Is it distraction? Is it chasing things off? What is it that you do
Oh,
to
I
make sure that they
mean,
can get where they're
yeah,
going?
look, they need a distraction, and I'm in a plane with working guns, and there's a slow-moving Zeppelin, so
So you go up, put some shots across the Zeppelin's.
the balloon, you know?
Yeah, kind of does that tear up, so it'll plummet, but
Yeah, they'll need to focus more on rescue of that because it's gonna touch down into a more crowded area.
absolutely. I imagine there's a park, there's people skating,
Yeah.
that kind of Christmas tree thing up as this is coming down into there. As Mo, Cricket, Nova, you load up in the back of this, hearing the sirens, seeing the lights, and you will drive off into the night and head rimward. And I think that a couple of hours later, we'll see Dahlia arriving, after having shaken the various planes off with the at the Black Gull. Nova, Cricket, Mo, you've handed Mr. Ratsero off to the people, and they have given you a chunk of money to thank you and bought you drinks and vanished out into the night. And Dahlia, you will see Mo, Nova, Cricket, and Prothero seated at the Black Gull.
I think Dolly actually shows up with Esmeralda
Okay.
because, she drops gets the plane back to one of her chop shops. And yes, I saw my people. We got her out. We'll go get her for you. Good, you got her. The plan worked perfect.
Esmeralda says, don't shoot her.
Very well. I won't shoot her.
And Nova, Cricket, Mo, you see Dahlia come in with another person, the person you probably spotted them a couple times at the hangar. You can see that your prisoner looks very uncomfortable. She'll lean over to you, Nova, and she'll say, look, the offer still stands. I can get you a good deal of money.
Was this, where are we going to get this money?
Look, your friend Dolly and I we do not get along.
I mean, it's a little late. She's right there.
I know.
So I walk up to her and I just jab her right in the kidney. I didn't shoot her.
There is that moment when Dahlia kind of leans across the table and you see her knife your prisoner.
Hmm? What?
You said
No.
you stabbed her?
No, jab.
Oh, I heard stab.
No, I just jabbed her.
Okay.
A punch to the kidney.
Okay. Yeah. So a kidney punch there. You see her knocks the moxie out of her.
Bum.
And she'll look up and she'll say, Dahlia.
Esmeralda, she's all yours.
Esmeralda will turn to Nova and say, may I have the pirate woman?
Are you the one who's going to pay us for her?
She got us the plane. She already paid for her.
And I'm like looking reluctant, like, oh man, she said she
We
was
went
worth a lot
over
of
this,
money."
didn't we?
No.
And you think back, Dolly, you realize you never told them.
That's one.
And she stabbed me in the leg.
It'll
Beyond.
heal.
Then I punch her in the jaw.
Okay. Esmeralda says, I'm going to take her out of here before anything else happens to her.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you all. Thanks, everybody. And she will take Prothero out of here. I think another round of drinks are put on the table in front of the four of you.
This went great, didn't it?
We all lived. So yeah, best case scenario. She
Mo, do you have anything to say?
What'd you do to that statue? Like we weren't drawing enough attention already.
I didn't do it. Technically, I did nothing to the statue. I only dropped the flash grenade in the gyrocopter. They are the ones that swerved and hit the statue.
Okay.
They had the gun leveled at you. Would you rather me do nothing?
I think just let's stay on solid ground going forward.
Yeah, I agree.
Very well for the
Cricket?
sake of you, Nova.
It was kind of fun with the rocket pack though. That wasn't bad.
It was quick thinking for you, Cricket. Thank you. I thought I would have to swoop in and try to catch her in the passenger seat. It'd be very tricky.
Yeah.
Not impossible.
Well, I'm I'm sure if I'd missed my jump, you would have figured something out.
But it's all thanks to your planning, Mo. You had the routes, you had the escape vehicles. This calls for more drinking, I think.
Yes.
And I imagine that we kind of pull the camera back a little bit. Another round of drinks are served, and then I think at some point someone brings over a black telephone to the table and says, "There's a call from a Miss Ha. She says she has another job for you." Kind of slides the phone to the middle of the table there. I think we kind of cut on that. For epilogues, I want to know what we see like in the teaser trailer for the next adventure, what we would see for your characters. What is the cinematic? What's the visual of the next mission or missions? Mo, what do we see on screen for your big scene?
Oh boy.
Is it more action? Is it more gumshoeing? What do you think?
Yeah, more gumshoeing for sure. Definitely him flashing, his private investigator license to show that he's, authorized to be, pulling up these records or,
Walking
talking
past
to.
this cops into a crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe see you in the rain in your trench coat watching a place. Anything else?
No, that's good.
Okay. The real classic gumshoe. Cricket, what do we see for you? What's in the cinematic moment that we get on screen for you?
Oh, I think it's Cricket's got gotten more of a taste for the aerials in in this from this last mission. So I think you might see, there maybe there's a shot of him, taking a sort of a flying leap across some, a gap in the underside, trying to get uh you know get to something enticing looking on the other side.
Yeah. See you doing that parkour, Mirror's Edge, running and jumping there. Maybe some shots of you being pursued and escaping. That sort of slow mo. Is he going to make it? Grab and then rolling on. Nova, what do we see of you? What's the teaser for your character?
It's funny because I had like the same idea. So it's like you hear a voiceover of Nova saying, flying's not bad when I'm the one in control. And it's over a shot of my friend like giving me a pair of wings, like these mechanical wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. We see you launching off into there, probably still with a parachute, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Always. Safety first.
Absolutely. And Dahlia, what is the action piece we see on screen
Uh,
for you?
So Dahlia's like, it's like the camera's facing Dahlia. She's running towards the camera, darting through hallways until like it finally comes out to the side for her to lean over the railing of a boat and vomit. And she just mutters, "I hate boats."
Very nice. And that's our one shot in two parts for Tomorrow City dieselpunk. I would like to do a quick stars to folks. Anything that you want to call out for the session, for character play, for moments, things like that. Brian, any thoughts? Anything you want to give a shout out to?
I mean, just uh had a good time all around. Yeah, enjoyed these characters. Yeah, I was a little worried. Like some of us are in the airship and we've got a plane flying around, but there was always something for everybody to do, and good action going on. Yeah, had a good time.
I want to give you a star for doing that turn, like that meeting with Dahlia and deciding to get on the plane. I think that was a good choice.
Yeah, I'm glad
Character-wise.
glad it went that way.
Yeah, no, I thought that was really smart. It felt right. Kale, anything you want to give it a shout out to?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say I enjoyed all of the like sort of vignettes at the start of the start of this session. Just getting a little bit of the sort of character interaction before our action sequence. And then just, yeah, I mean the overall the game was just a lot of fun.
Oh, good, good. Robin, anything you want to give a shout out to?
I liked all the stuff at the beginning. I liked the scene with Dahlia and Nova. That was sweet. And like just the action was, I feel like you shared the spotlight really well. And I liked how I liked your GMing style.
Oh, thank you.
Like you always had I feel like whenever I didn't really know what to do, you kind of had suggestions or like, oh, Nova might be thinking this, or like this might be happening. I'm like, oh yeah, like the robot sparring partner. I thought was a really good idea, and it sort of like was a really cool scene in my head from that. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things I will say, I always had a sense that you had a very strong vision of Nova, and I could tell that when we kind of found and we got illustrated out the moments of that. So that was really fun to explore.
Mhm.
Jolene?
Yeah, I mean, similar to the others, I really love the vignettes and also love your GMing style. I mean, this is always have a great time in playing in one of your games, and this was a fun little system.
Yeah, it's not
I
bad.
dig it.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot, but like when you get down to it, it's pretty simple.
Yeah. It's a pretty good basic system. It's got some interesting stuff to it. It's got some nice world building. I dig it.
Mhm.
I haven't tried the Neon City Overdrive, but I may go and pick that up and try that. Again, a shout out, Robin, for giving us that roller. That made things so much easier.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, thank you.
And Jolene, I appreciate you leaning full on into the Crimson Skies, Sky Pirate stuff. That was really fun. So
Thank you.
that's one of my jams. So thank you all. I am going to stop the recording.